What is social psychology? Social psychology is interested in studying individuals in a social context, such as how people act around family, friends, institutions, and wider society. Social behaviour can also involve activity within a group or between groups. According to social psychologists, our behaviour is influenced by the actual, imagined, or implied presence of others. One of the debates in psychology is whether an individual's behaviour is a result of their personality or their social context. Some of the main assumptions of social psychology include the following. 1. The environment around us and other people are the main influences on an individual's behaviour and emotions. 2. Behaviour is influenced by the people around us and the society they have created. 3. All behaviour occurs in a social context, even when nobody else is present. What are some of the strengths of social psychology? A main strength of social psychology is the attempt to use real-life situations when studying behaviour. Because it is interested in human interaction, this is best studied in real situations where participants have the opportunity to interact in the real world, for example, in field experiments. These are usually high in ecological validity and may avoid demand characteristics, as the participants are often unaware of the experiment. Another strength of the social approach is the contributions it makes about understanding social behaviour. Social psychology makes useful applications because it can explain and even offer solutions to problems in the real world. What are some of the weaknesses of social psychology? A problem which arises when studying social behaviour relates to ethics, because it's difficult to study social behaviour without negatively affecting the participants in the study. Nowadays, psychologists have strict ethical guidelines which they should follow when conducting studies. However, many of these guidelines were not introduced when Milgram carried out his infamous study into obedience. Also, because field experiments are often used, there is a lack of control in the study, which means that it is much harder for extraneous variables to be controlled. Therefore, it could be argued that studies which use the social approach are sometimes less reliable, because they cannot always be replicated in the same way that laboratory experiments can. In other words, there is no completely controlled, standardized procedure. A further problem with the social approach is related to how much the findings can be generalized. The social approach attempts to make generalizations about social behavior, but often the samples used are very restricted. Often these types of study tend to use a self-selected sampling technique, which may mean that participants who volunteer are not as representative of the target population, compared with if they had been randomly selected. I hope this video has been useful for helping your understanding of social psychology. Be sure to check out some of our other videos for information on other approaches to psychology. Thank you for watching.